So students, today we will start our next topic of the chapter human reproduction. It is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, the synthesis of gamete is gametogenesis. Means like male germ cells produce male gamete by the process spermatogenesis, and female germ cells produce female gamete like egg or ovum by the process of oogenesis. So what we came to know that gametogenesis is further divided into two types: spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Spermatogenesis means the formation of male gamete, that is sperm, and oogenesis is the process or is the process of formation of female gamete, that is egg or ovum. Now, first of all, we will try to understand how these male gametes or sperm are formed. So, students, now we will proceed to spermatogenesis. This is a layout of the process of spermatogenesis. You know, in my previous video, I explained you the structure of testes, and you know that inside the testes there are hundreds of hundreds means there are so many chambers of testicular chambers, and inside the testicular chamber there are highly coiled seminiferous tubules are present, and inside the seminiferous tubule there are there is the presence of male germ cells, and these male germ cells are spermatogonia. Single is spermatogonium, and collectively they are referred as spermatogonia. So now what happened at the time of spermatogenesis? These spermatogonia divides mitotically. What is mitosis? What is meiosis? These are two type of cell division you have studied in 9th class as well as you have studied in 11th class. So I think you know what is mitosis. Mitosis means equational division. Equational division means what? When one cell is divided and forming two cells, in that form two cells, the number of chromosome remains same. Suppose these spermatogonia या spermatogonium has 23 pairs of chromosome. So when these spermatogonia divides by this mitosis या mitotic division and form primary spermatocytes. So these spermatogonia when mitotically divide and form primary spermatocyte, so the number of chromosome remain diploid in such condition. Means the cells of spermatogonia have 23 pairs of chromosome. After division, after mitotic division, the formed primary spermatocyte also have uh, 23 pairs of chromosome in them. So remember this, during spermatogenesis, the first division taking place in spermatogonia is mitosis, and because of mitosis, there is a formation of primary spermatocytes. Now the question is ki why these spermatogonia first divide mitotically. They divide mitotically to produce sufficient amount of primary spermatocyte, because to form a huge number of male gamete or sperm. So these form primary spermatocyte, now divide meiotically. Meiotically means meiosis. What is meiosis? A kind of reductional division. In reductional division, yeah, in meiotic division, the number of chromosome become half in next form cell. Means 2n condition remain n. Diploid condition remain haploid after forming two cells. So primary spermatocyte, they are diploid because they divide mitotically. Now the next division that will be taking place in primary spermatocyte is what? Meiotic division. So what will happen? The form secondary, each primary spermatocyte divide and form two secondary spermatocyte. The one cell of primary spermatocyte divide and form two cell of secondary spermatocyte, and these form secondary spermatocytes are haploid. Haploid का मतलब, haploid means the number of chromosome become half. Then after that second meiotic, then after that second meiotic division takes place, and by the second meiotic division these secondary spermatocyte again divide meiotically, and one secondary spermatocyte, one cell of secondary spermatocyte form four cell of spermatids. One secondary spermatocytes divide meiotically and form four spermatids. These spermatids are also haploid. Why they are haploid? And why they are haploid, that you will better know, because in 11th class you have studied meiotic cell division. So these form spermatids after a metamorphic process convert into these spermatids further convert into by a metamorphosis into sperm, and that process by which these spermatids convert into sperm, that is spermiogenesis. That the conversion of these spermatid into sperm, yeah, mature male gamete is what? Spermiogenesis. So after second meiotic division, form spermatids by the process of spermiogenesis convert into sperm. And remember, at that time the head of these sperm remain embedded inside the another type of cell that present inside the seminiferous tubule, that is Sertoli cell. I repeat, when by the process of spermiogenesis, spermatids get converted into sperm, at that time the inside the seminiferous tubule there are one type of cell, that is Sertoli cell, and the head of this sperm is embedded in that Sertoli cell for the purpose of better development. What is the shape of sperm? I explain you later, but some before that I discuss some hormonal role of during this spermatogenesis, because in spermatogenesis some hormones play a very significant role, and that hormone is the first, there is at the time of spermatogenesis there is a secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone. I abbreviate over here. This is what? Gonadotropin releasing hormone secreted by a pituitary gland, that is hypothalamus. That gonadotropin releasing hormone secreted by hypothalamus proceed toward the pituitary gland, another type of endocrine gland, pituitary gland, and it interact with the anterior region of that pituitary gland. So, because of this stimulation of this hormone to this, the anterior part of pituitary releases two hormones. One is luteinizing hormone and another is follicle stimulating hormone. One hormone is luteinizing hormone and another is follicle stimulating hormone. This luteinizing hormone stimulates Leydig cells. You know, I told you about when I explained testes outside the seminiferous tubule, and in the seminiferous tubule chamber there are particular type of cell, Leydig cell, that's supposed to secrete male sex hormone, yeah, androgens, for the better completion of spermatogenesis. And the next follicle stimulating hormone, it acted on Sertoli cell for the better development of male gamete, that is sperm. So this is what the hormonal influence during the process of spermatogenesis. So students, after studying spermatogenesis, now we will study the structure of male gamete, that is sperm. Let us see. This is a brief layout of male gamete sperm. Basically, the body of sperm divided into three main regions. This outermost is head region. Then below the head there is a middle piece, and then there is a long elongated tail. These are three basic regions of sperm. If we talk about the anterior most region, that is head, comprises in a center the important part of male gamete, that is nucleus. That nucleus containing genetic information, and when it will fuses with egg cell, that genetic information inside the nucleus will incorporate with that female gamete egg. And the above that there is a particular structure, that is acrosome. Acrosome, it believes that it initially acts as a pathfinder, but the main role of this acrosome is to help this sperm at the time of fertilization with the female gamete or egg or ovum. Then the next is middle piece. Middle piece, inside the middle piece there is mitochondria, bulk of mitochondria. So they provide sufficient amount of energy for the movement or to proceed the sperm toward the female gamete. And the last elongated region, this is tail. This is very important also because sperm moves along with semen, a liquid. So that tail is simply help to sink. The vibratory movement of the tail help the sperm to proceed toward the female gamete, that is egg ya ovum. So it's a brief layout of this male gamete, that is